it's Mrs. Rodriguez, and I'm here to go over week 31 warm up with you guys. So this was Monday's warm up, and you're watching this hopefully on Tuesday to see how you did on Monday, and hopefully it will help you do better for the rest of the week, okay? Remember, on Friday, it's worth a grade, so you really got to put your best work forward on Friday, okay? All right, so number 1, we have simplified the expression. Simplify. It doesn't mean solve. It just means make it as small as you can. All right, so I have 5y plus 2y plus 6x plus 2y minus x. So the first thing I want to do is I want to find all my like terms. So 5y and 2y are like, and 2y are like. So I'm going to add those all together. Positive 5y, because remember there's an invisible positive sign right in front of it. Positive 5y plus positive 2y is positive 7y, plus positive 2y is positive 9y. So I just write 9y. Now I'm going to look for my other like terms, and I can say I have 6x right here, and I have negative x. And remember, there's a 1 in front of that x, right? And it's an invisible 1. So I have positive 6x, and then I'm going to add a negative 1x. So remember, when I have a positive and a negative, I'm just going to subtract. So 6 minus 1x is 5x. Positive 5x. That's my answer. All right, for number 2, look at that. I have an equation problem. We started learning about equations last week. So the question says, if y minus 18 equals 14, then what's the value of 3 times y plus 5? All right, so there's 2 math problems in this question, so it's a 2-step problem. The first step is I need to find the value of my y. And I'm going to do that by solving this first equation. So in order to solve y minus 18 equals 14, I use the inverse operation of subtraction, which is addition. So I'm going to add 18. And I'm going to do that to both sides. So plus 18. Okay? When I do that, these two cancel out, and I'm left with y on this side of the equal sign. And then I'm going to add over here, and I have 32. So y equals 32. Now I'm going to take the second part of the question, and I'm going to plug the 32 in for the y. So really my problem is 3 times 32 plus 5. Okay, so 3 times 32 plus 5, I can add these in my parentheses. If I follow order of operation, I can just add them in my parentheses, and I've got 37. And 3 times 37. Now I can just do my multiplication, and I'm not that great, so I'm going to do a little side math. 3 times 7 is 21, carry 2. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 10, 11. So my total is 111. Now I do just want to show you that you could have used the distributive factor. You could have done 3 times 32, which would have given you 96, plus 3 times 5, which would have given you 15. And then if you add those two together, you also get 111. Okay, so you could have done distributive factor if you didn't follow order of operations. All right, number 3. I feel like you guys felt this one was easy. Hopefully you did. 5 plus negative 3. Well, 5 plus negative 3. You just subtract the little number from the big number, and you keep the sign of the big number, because remember, this is a positive 5. So positive 5 minus 3, I have 2. All right. Also, I'll show you one other way that you could have done this. You could have done the absolute values, right? Oh, no, never mind. Don't do that. Don't do absolute values. I'm sorry. That was a bad mistake, and I don't want to record this video, so just don't do absolute value. Sorry, my bad. Okay, last problem for the warm-up. Jason owns a party supply store. He sells balloons for 50 cents each and party hats for $1.25. Jason buys each balloon for 10 cents and each party hat for 20 cents. Which expression represents how much money Jason gains from selling N balloons and H hats? Okay, kind of a two-step question here as well. So the first thing you need to do is look at balloons and then hats. Okay, so he sells the balloons for 50 cents and then he sells the hats for $1.25. But he buys the balloons for 10 cents. And remember, that's his cost. So that means subtract 10 cents. So that means that he will make 40 cents per balloon. And then he buys the hats for 20 cents. And again, that's the cost. So it's subtract. So that means he will make $1.05 per hat. Okay? Now we need to use the N and the P. So how much will he make when he sells hats and balloons? So you have 40 cents per balloon. Where's balloon? N. Plus, he's also going to make some money from selling the hats because it said for both. How much is he making each? So then he's going to make 105 cents or 1.05 per hat. So that's the answer, and there's your answer right there. All right, I hope this helped you understand this week's warm-up, and make sure you're very careful and work towards getting a great grade on Friday.